So today I thought I would film an advice for freshers video. It is getting to the time that everyone is worrying about going to university for first years, and if you don't know, I have completed my first year of university and I'm going into my second year in September, which feels crazy to say because it feels like only yesterday that I was a fresher, but I thought I would give you some of the advice that I had learned from my first year. I know that around this time I was scouring at YouTube to try and get as much advice and stuff as I could, because it's a completely different situation that you're getting put into, and to be honest, it's natural to be worried about it because I definitely was, and I didn't know what to expect, so it really helped to know other people's views and stuff about it. So I have a few points, and yeah, let's get into the video. So my first point is definitely budgeting, and this is quite a boring point, but it's also so important. I, from the beginning, really got into budgeting, and I didn't want to be the poor student that was left a couple weeks left to get a new student loan and not having any money or anything and really struggling. I really wanted to try and survive on my own and not have to rely on anyone else, and I was really proud of myself at how I managed to do that. My top advice for budgeting would be to add up all the money that you're gonna get. I did it every time I got my student finance, so it'd be 3 times a year, but I did it twice because my last student finance came in when I was already in summer, so that one didn't matter, but I did it twice. And I worked out the total for the student finance. Then you take away everything that you know that has to come out, rent and stuff, which is the main one. Divide that money, the remaining money, by the amount of weeks I had there, and then that way I worked out how much I had a week and I was able to survive off of that money. I was really proud of that and it worked really well, and knowing how much you have a week really stops you from overspending or underspending. I feel like if I didn't work out how much I had a week, I would have spent nothing because I'd be too scared that I would not have enough money, but it definitely really helped me doing it like that. I also was able to work out how much money I could take away from that a week to save up for Christmas presents, because the first term led up to Christmas and I really wanted to have enough to buy people Christmas presents. So I also was able to work that out. It really helped me. And then every time I bought something, I'd write the week down. I don't know if this is too extra, but I'd write the week down and write all of the money, all of the things I was buying that week and how much they would be, so that I was kept on top of how much I was spending. So yeah, I'd really recommend to do that. Another tip would be to write shopping lists. I ended up doing food shops online for the last bit of my term, but when I went out I would write a shopping list. So I knew exactly what I needed. I'd go on the website of where I was going, so if I was going to Iceland, I'd go on the Iceland website and work out what I was going to get, how much that would be, total it all up and make sure that it was in the range of the money that I was allowed to be spending. And it seems like a lot of effort, but it's really worth it, and it helps you get the best deals to really help you get enough and to get the right things. And if you don't take a shopping list, you get really stuck on what to get and you end up not getting the right things. So yeah, that was really helpful. So budgeting is a main one, and shopping lists really help as well. Also in the category of budgeting, but also not, is nights out. I would say for nights out, definitely pre-drink. Pre-drinking is also probably, is what I enjoy most about nights out, to be honest. I love pre-drinks and they're so fun, and obviously they're spending time with your friends and stuff, but definitely for pre-drinks, get drunk. And university has totally taught me that in pre-drinks is just the stage for getting drunk for going on your night out. But if you get drunk at pre-drinks, it means that you don't need to spend money when you're on a night out, and it saves you so much money. If you are planning on spending money on your night out, take cash and take a limited amount, and don't take your card because you'll end up just buying it on your card. I have never took my card on a night out, which I'm so happy about, because otherwise I would have way less money. But when I take cash, I always seem to spend that cash, whereas if I don't take it, I don't spend it, so it's a lot more helpful that way. But yeah, if you're gonna get drunk at pre-drinks and don't spend all your money on a night out, because it's insane how much money you can actually end up spending. Another point that I have is keep everything clean, so basically cleanliness. If your kitchen is clean at university, you are the luckiest person. Like, expect your kitchen to be dirty. Don't expect it to be like complete levels of filth, but expect it to be not as clean as you'd like it to be, because you're living with so many people and not everyone has the same level of cleanliness as you do. And I like a clean kitchen. Like, all my stuff was always clean and away and tidy, and I'd have a few things to wash up, but that would be it. It wasn't that bad compared to what it could be. But yeah, definitely keep your stuff clean. Don't go to the level of other people's, else you'll just add into the dirt and you won't like living with that, and you won't like it when it comes to making food or anything, to have your stuff dirty. And yeah, definitely keep your stuff clean, keep your room clean. My room was always clean, and it was always tidy, especially because I had an ensuite, so that was always clean and tidy as well. And I really liked being in that space because it was a space away from the kitchen that was actually nice to be in, so I really liked that space. So yeah, definitely keep up your level of cleanliness and expect the communal areas to be dirty. Just expect it. Another tip is something that I really learned in second semester, and that is to do your work early. It is hard to get around to that idea, especially because my whole course is coursework. I didn't have exams, or I don't have exams. So when you get set something that's due for 10 weeks time, you don't think about doing it till the 9th week, and really it really helps to do it early because you have so much time to prepare. When you're doing it, you don't feel stressed, and if you aren't feeling it, you can come back to it later. My best example of this is in first semester. I didn't do this. I didn't do it that late. Like, I did do it quite early as well, but not as early as I did in second semester. And in first semester, in a course called Mediation and Representation, in my essay that I did, I got a 2-2, which I did late. I did it a couple of days before it was handed in. But in the second semester, I got a first, and I did it like 3 weeks before the deadline. And I really think that was due to me giving myself time to prepare and making sure I had all the resources and not feeling stressed and not forcing myself to do it at times that I didn't want to. And the difference between a 2-2 and a first is huge. And it could be to the fact I was getting used to writing essays and stuff, but I really do think it was due to preparation. I didn't get a 2-2 overall at first because I got a first in something else. So I got a 2-1 for first year and then a first for second year in that one course. But it really showed me the difference of making sure that you have enough time. First year doesn't count for anything anyway. None of your grades in first year count. So it is really just about learning how to do university, basically. So it doesn't matter if you mess up, like you don't get the grades that you want to in first year. It really just is learning how to do everything. But yeah, still make sure you give yourself enough time to do stuff and do work early, because if you get in the routine of doing that, it really helps. And yeah, in second year, I'm definitely going to make sure I do that as well, because second year counts and that's scary. Another tip is all about friends, and friends is something that really stressed me out on the way to university, because I got so used to the friends that I kept from primary school to high school to college. Like, my friendship group changed, but only because people left. Like, I'm not a friendship group hopper. I've had the same best friend since year 5. So being thrown into a situation where I don't know anyone and it's completely new really did scare me, especially because you're living with people that you don't know. But honestly, it actually worked out so well. In first semester, I made friends with my flatmates and that was it. I didn't really have friends on my course. I spoke to people in my course, but not on a basis I was like, do you want to hang out after this lesson? And that worried me a bit because I felt like I should be making loads of friends. But in second semester, I really got used to the people that I was with on my course, and I really did become a lot closer to some people on my course than I did in first semester. And to be honest, it made me realise that nothing's gonna come that easily. Some people it does, and that's completely fine, but also if it's not happening that quick, then it doesn't matter. And I wasn't left upset and confused in first semester because I was really close with my flatmates. So I had 3 solid friends that I was doing stuff with and I was going on nights out with and stuff. But yeah, in second semester it really helped to have people on my course that I was really good friends with. And yeah, one of them I've been to London with in summer, and we hung out a lot outside of the course, which was really good. And I know that when I go back in September, we're going to be good friends and I'm going to go around to hers loads, and I'm really excited for that. And it's not always about quantity either, it's about the quality of friends that you have. And I'm really happy to have made that friend, and I'm really happy that I got on with my flatmates. And yeah, I think that I had a really good situation. I could have made more friends in first semester, but also I'm not that outgoing with new people, so I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on myself to have that. So yeah, I was happy with the situation that I was in, and it worked out well for me to be friends with both my flatmates, well, most of my flatmates, and on my course. Like, it worked out really well. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, making friends was definitely something that I was worried about, but definitely something that was really good in first year. Yeah, that was just a few of my tips for freshers. It wasn't a lot, but it was a few that may help and a few that I was worried about before I went. Everyone's just got to kind of find their own way in university, and no two persons' experiences are going to be exactly the same, and people just have to like come to terms with that. Your experience is going to be different from your friends, and it's going to be different from even your flatmates. It's just hopefully going to be the best experience for you that it can be, because it's 3 years of your life and you just want them to be as fun as possible. So yeah, I hope if you're watching this and you're going to university in September, you have a great time, and Freshers Week is amazing, so I'm definitely looking forward to going back to that. But yeah, thank you for watching. A thumbs up if you enjoyed it, comment and subscribe, and yeah, I will see you soon. Goodbye!